Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn decimals, part 3. In part 2 video, you have studied how to convert decimal to fraction and fraction to decimal. Shall we recall it? Yes. First one is decimal to fraction. Using the place value table, we have to find the denominator of the fraction. The place value of last digit in the number is your denominator, right? Yes. Next one, whole number before the decimal point. If you are having whole number before the decimal point, you have to write the whole number as it is. Then you have to convert the decimal part into fraction. Next topic was fraction to decimal. For converting fraction to decimal, first you have to check the denominator. Your last digit should be in the place of the denominator. Next, if you are having whole number before the fraction, you have to write the whole number as such, then you have to convert the fraction into decimals. Next, suppose if you are not having denominator as multiple of 10, then how will you convert the fraction into decimals? You have to divide the numerator by the denominator. Now let's see how do we use decimals in conversion of units. First one is mass. We will use decimals while weighing objects. Weight is one domain where we use decimals frequently. First you should know the relationship between kilogram and gram. 1 kilogram equal to 1000 gram. Then 1 gram equal to 1 by 1000 kilogram, which is equal to 0.001 kilogram. Let's see one example, 78 grams. How will you convert this gram into kilogram? You know the relationship between gram and kilogram, right? 1 gram equal to 1 by 1000 kilogram, whereas 78 gram, which is equal to 78 divided by 1000. Already you have studied how to convert fraction into decimal. First you have to check the denominator. Your denominator is 1000. So your last digit 8 should be in the place of 1000. So you will get answer as 0.078 kilogram. 78 gram, which is equal to 0.078 kilogram. Next one is 5 gram. You have to convert this 5 gram into kilograms. You know the relationship between gram and kilogram, right? So 1 gram equal to 1 by 1000 kilograms. So 5 gram, which is equal to 5 by 1000, which is equal to the answer 0.005 kilograms. Your denominator is 1000, so your last digit should be in the place of 1000. So your answer is 0.005 kg. Next one, 2 kilogram and 348 grams. You have to convert this into kilograms. So already you are having 2 kilogram, right? So you should keep the kilogram as it is. So 2 kg. Plus you are going to convert this 348 gram into kilograms. So 348 divided by 1000 kilograms. Now 2 kg plus convert this fraction into decimals. Your last digit is 8. So your denominator is 1000. So the last digit should be in the place of 1000th. So your answer is 0.348 kilograms. Now 2 is a whole part. 0.348 gram is your decimal part. So 2.348 kilograms, which means 2 kilograms 348 grams. Next one is money. How do we use decimals in money? Money also, we have two set of currency in India, right? We have rupee and paise. What is the relationship between rupee and paise? 1 rupee equal to 100 paise. So 1 paise, which is equal to 1 by 100 rupees. Let's see some examples. First one, 75 paise. Here the given paise you have to convert into rupees. your relationship is 1 paise equal to 1 by 100 rupees. So 75 paise, which is equal to 75 divided by 100 rupees. Next, your denominator is 100, your last digit is 5. So 5 should be in the place of 100th place. So our answer is 0.75. 7 paise, which is equal to the rupee 0.75. Let's see one more example. 5 paise and 3 rupees. So you have to convert this 5 paise into rupees. So 3 rupees, write as it is, plus 5 paise. You know the relationship between paise and rupees, right? 1 paise equal to 1 by 100 rupees. So 5 paise, which is equal to 5 by 100 rupees. Now you have to convert the fraction into decimals. Check your denominator. Your denominator is 100. So your last digit should be in the place of 100th place. So 0.05. Now you have to add these two. 3 is your whole part. 0.05 is your decimal part. So 5 paise and 3 rupees, which is equal to 3.05 rupees. Now we are going to discuss about conversion of units of length. To measure the length of smaller object, we use smaller units like millimeters, centimeter and meters. For example, when you are measuring length of piece of cloth, so what are the units that generally we used? Meter, centimeter, right? Example, you will say 1 meter 75 centimeter of cloth, right? Yes. So now you should know the relationship between meter and centimeter. 1 meter equal to 100 centimeters. So 1 centimeter equal to 1 by 100 meter, which is equal to 0.01 meter, right? Yes. Next relationship is centimeter and millimeter. 1 centimeter equal to 10 millimeter. So 1 millimeter equal to 1 by 10 centimeter, which is equal to 0.1 centimeter. Now let's see some examples for conversion of units of length. Okay, first one, 9 centimeter and 8 millimeter. You have to convert this millimeter into centimeter, right? Yes. First 9 centimeter, so write as it is, plus 8 millimeter. What is the relationship between millimeter and centimeter? 1 millimeter equal to 1 by 10 centimeter. Here you are having 8 millimeter, so 8 by 10 centimeters. Now you have to convert the fraction into decimals. Already you have studied how to convert this fraction to decimal, right? Yes. First check the denominator 10. So your 8 should be in the place of 10th place. So 0.8 centimeter. Now you have to add these two. 9 is your whole part. 0.8 is your fraction decimal part. So 9.8 centimeter. Next one, 60 millimeter. Okay, 1 millimeter equal to 1 by 10 centimeter. So 60 millimeter, which is equal to 60 by 10 centimeter, right? So you have to keep 0 should be in the 10th place. So 6.0 centimeter. So 60 millimeter equal to 6 centimeter. Now we are going to convert into meter. First one, 9 meter 7 centimeter. So 7 centimeter you have to convert into meter. So 9 centimeter plus, you know the relationship between meter and centimeter. 1 centimeter equal to 1 by 100 meter. So 7 centimeter means 7 by 100 meter. Now you have to convert the fraction into decimals. Check your denominator. Your denominator is 100. So 7 should be in the place of 100th place. So 9 meter plus 0.07 meter. Now you have to add these two. 9 is your whole part. So 9.07 meter. Next one, 15 centimeter, right? So 1 centimeter equal to 1 by 100 meter. So 15 centimeter equal to 15 by 100 meter. So 5 should be in your hundredth place. So 0.15 meter. 15 centimeter is equal to 0.15 meter. Next one is distance. Whereas to measure the length of bigger object we use bigger units like meter and kilometers. You must know the relationship between kilometer and meter. 1 kilometer equal to 1000 meter. So 1 meter equal to 1 by 1000 kilometer, which is equal to 0.001 kilometer. Let's see one example. 8888 meter. Now we are going to convert this meter into kilometer. You know the relationship between meter and kilometer. 1 meter equal to 1 by 1000 kilometer. Here you are having 8888 meter, right? So 8888 divided by 1000 kilometer. Here you are having 8000, right? In 8000 how many times 1000 will move? 8 times. So 8 is your whole part. So 8 point remaining number is 888. Your last digit 8 should be in the place of 1000th place. So you will get answer as 8.888 kilometers. Next topic is decimal addition. While doing addition, you have to remember these 3 steps. First one is you have to line up the decimals, which means you are going to convert the unlike decimal into like decimals. Next one, you can add zeros without changing their values. Third one, you have to keep the decimal point in proper place. Let's see some example. First one, 18.5 plus 6.79. You have to add these two decimal numbers. First, you have to check the decimal part. Here you having 1 decimal place, here 2 decimal place. So you have to, first step you have to convert these unlike decimal into like decimals. In first one 18.5, you are not having the 100th place, so you can add 0 in your 100th place. So 18.50 and 6.79 first. Then you have to line up the decimals. First you have to write your 10th place, 1's place. Then you have to keep decimal point. Then you have to write the 10th place and 100th place. Now you can add these two decimals. You will get answer as 25.29. Next one, 0.007 plus 8.5 plus 30.08. First you have to check the decimal places. 3 decimal place, 1 decimal place and 2 decimal place. So first step you have to convert this unlike decimal into like decimals. 3 is the greatest decimal place, right? So now I am going to convert the remaining decimal places into 3 decimal places. So first one is 0.07. Next you are having 8.5, right? So you are having numbers in 10th place alone. You are not having numbers in 100th place and 1000th place. So now I am going to add 0 in 100th place and 1000th place without changing their values. Next 30.08. I am not having the 1000th place, so I am going to add 0 in 1000th place. Now you have to add these 3 numbers. First you have to line up the decimal point, then you have to do addition. Yes. You will get answer as 38.587. Next one, 0.75 plus 10.425 plus 2. First you have to check the decimal places. 2 decimal place, 3 decimal place. Here 2 is your whole number. It's not having the decimal place, part. Now you have to convert these unlike decimal into like decimals. Your greatest decimal place is 1000th place, right? So your answer is 0.750 plus 10.425 plus 2.00. First you have to line up these decimals, then you have to add. You will get answer as 13.175. In next class, we will discuss about decimal subtraction and some word problems based on decimal addition and subtraction. Refer page number 177, exercise 8.4. From 1 to 5, they given some conversion sums. And next, 8.5, page number 179. It's your decimal addition. Do all these sums in your homework notebook. Write neatly. Eat healthy foods, stay at home and be safe. Thank you.